Hey folks, here's another rant for today. Today's topic is going to be 2012, the end of the world, December 21st. To clarify, I don't believe it, first of all. Second of all, I don't think that basing it on the Mayan calendar is something that's very smart, because I don't believe for a second that the Mayans were predicting the end of the world. If you read up and understand the different calendars that they have, their way of keeping time and certain events, the one calendar is about 52 years long, and that's to correspond with generations. Their lifespan wasn't that long back then, and 52 years about the average time that a person had to live. So they have one calendar that's about 52 years long. And then they had a lot of ability to track planetary movement, stars. They could tell the time of the year according to the position of certain things. They're very accurate in predicting what will happen in the future because of this precision of tracking. They were very good at it. However, the Mayan long count calendar was made originally because the 52-year calendar can only keep the history of and record time for one generation. The long count calendar was made to keep time of larger events over time. Just because it ends, and by the way, I think, I didn't think, but I have read somewhere that there's a discrepancy of 60 days here or there, plus or minus 60 days. I can't remember where I read that. I'm not sure what they base that on, if that's true or not. It seems rather convenient that the end of the world comes in the winter solstice of 2012. However, I'm having trouble with this, as some Mayans were living anywhere from about 200 AD to about 900 AD. That's when the Mayans were around, or quite a few Mayans were around. I don't know if this group was the one that created the long count calendar. As I understand, the long count calendar was created 3000 BC, which would make this about 5,120 some odd years. Something like that. Anyways, I can't go into detail. First of all, I don't believe it's the end of the world. I don't think that the end of the world is coming. I do think that people are stupid. Most people who believe the end of the world is coming will fall into that group mentality, and I really don't appreciate group mentality. A couple summers ago, our hockey team here went to the Stanley Cup and lost in Game 7 or something like that. I don't really follow it, but however, they thought it was a good idea to put a massive screen downtown so everybody can watch the hockey game, the finals. How many people went downtown? 100,000. More probably. We have pictures and videos of all the people and what happened when they lost. The amount of destruction and damage that happened when they lost. They burned trucks, cop cars, vandalized stores. People were talking about rioting and looting even before they got down there. They were on the SkyTrain going down, and they were talking about, oh yeah, I'm going to get me a good sound system and stuff like that. Before anything even happened, before the puck even dropped. So it's going to happen no matter what. But once it started happening, more and more people got involved, and that's that group mentality. And I think this is what's going to happen now. 2012, here we are, in a few months, it's supposed to be the end of the world one way or the other, according to conspiracy theorists and whatnot. I have a problem with that. However, I don't think anything's going to happen, but I do think that people are stupid. A person is smart, people are dumb. This has been said before from many other places. This is not something that I'm making up. Everybody knows this. A person is smart, people are stupid or are dumb. And they get that group mentality. So I don't think that there's going to be any cataclysmic world event that's going to knock us on our ass. I do, however, think that there's a lot of conspiracy theorists and fear-mongering individuals who are going to make something happen on 2012, December 21st, 2012. Those people are the ones that I'm afraid of, because those people are unpredictable, because they honestly believe that that's what's going to happen. And other people believe it because they believe it. And the more printed material that comes out, people believe what they read. People believe what they see. So the problem I have is the psychos are going to turn around and make something happen because they're expecting something to happen. That's what I'm afraid of. And that's what I'm telling you guys. Be ready for that sort of mentality. It's going to happen. If these guys don't turn around and start World War III over in the Middle East in the not too distant future, then we've got a bunch of fanatics who'll start doing some weird stuff for the end of the world party or whatever. I honest to God don't believe it, but also I'm not stupid enough not to be prepared for idiots. So I have enough food to last, I have escape routes, I have all manner of different things that I need to make sure that me and my family are going to survive a bunch of fools doing stupid things right around the world. When it comes to this global event, and it's global, then there's so many people out there who are going to try and make something happen that there's going to be disruptions around the world. We just don't know what they're going to do or how they're going to do it. So we have to be prepared for anything. And I hope nothing happens. I'll probably be sitting here working. Nothing's going to change. However, when it does happen that someone turns around and destroys a building or loots something or tries to say, oh, well, it's the end of the world, who cares? I care. And I'm going to make sure that life goes on for me and my family as per normal as much as I can. And that's all I want. I don't want any fool running in and saying, it's the end of the world, do this, do this, do that. We're going to do this. I don't want to see an angry mob walking down the street because it happens to be the end of the world or they say it's the end of the world. So watch out for that. And I'm warning all of you people out there too. I'm not trying to put a fear into you, but think about it. Think about what I'm saying. These people honestly believe that the end of the world is coming. And in so doing, they're going to make stuff happen. Be prepared for that, because that's real. That's a fact. You know how people are. You know how people can be. You know how their mental state can change once they get into that group mentality and start attacking or rioting or whatever. I hope it doesn't happen. I hope nothing happens. I hope I'm still here working. I hope I'm still here recording videos for you guys. However, there's going to be issues. You know, a lot of people are like this. So I'm going to ask you guys questions about this now. What do you think is going to happen in 2012? What are your projections? December 21st, 2012. What are your predictions? What do you think is going to happen? What do you believe is it? Is it a wave? Is it a comet? Is it the switching of our poles? Is it a solar flare, which is, you know, a bunch of different things that people have said. Nobody knows. How can you predict a solar flare? Maybe the switching of the poles, because it's happened before. Is it happening now? Who knows? There's a lot of solar events happening. Yeah, do they affect this planet that much? Who knows? Nobody can predict, because in recorded history, nobody was around the last time it happened, or nobody recorded it last time it happened. The only way we know that stuff happens by the layers of dirt and the layers of snow and ice in the polar caps and blah 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 blah. There's so many different things we can check, but we just don't know quite when. It's a very rough estimate. It's not very precise. So to say that December 21st, 2012, nobody's that accurate. Nobody's that smart. But however, people are that dumb. Be ready for it. And that's my rant for today.